just as you draw it up. Casual 12/12 one mana creature coming through. Yes, that's how it works. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today's video is sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com and Ultimate Guard. Use the links in the description and support the content. We are playing an update to blue, mono blue, with Haughty Djinn. It seems like so long ago when Dominaria came out that this was a meta deck, but here we are, with standard about to rotate, Haughty Djinn staying legal, and a lot of other important cards to the deck rotating. Are there new cards that make this strategy interesting? There sure are. Prof's Eidetic Memory has been used in blue-black versions of this deck, but in Best of One, monocolor is often the name of the game. So is there a mono-blue Prof's Eidetic Memory deck that is good? The combo that I most want to see, I want to play a Duelist of the Mind, okay? Then I want to curve it into a Haughty Djinn, and then I want to play a Flow of Knowledge, because that draws you a card for each island you control, and then you discard 2 cards. This sequence can hit the opponent so incredibly hard. Duelist of the Mind gets a bonus for each card you draw. Now, if somehow in that curve you were to get disrupted or play maybe a little more carefully, filling out your curve with a March of Swirling Mist or a Fading Hope to interact with your opponent, then maybe you get Prof's Eidetic Memory onto the field. That way, when you cast your Flow of Knowledge, not only does your Duelist of the Mind get +1/+0 for each card you draw off the flow, usually 4 to 5 to 6 or more, but Prof's Eidetic Memory will add +1/+1 counters to a creature at the start of combat equal to the number of cards you drew, essentially doubling the power output of your Duelist of the Mind Flow of Knowledge combo. We've added some other creatures and some other effects to keep the cards coming. Ledger Shredder is still a really good card for this type of strategy. You could also consider replacing it in the near future with cards like Malcolm, although Malcolm doesn't work quite as well with Prof's Eidetic Memory, as Ledger Shredder you can trigger before combat. Jace Reawakened is a planeswalker that fits into the deck very well. Not only can we afford the mana requirements, but we often like to double and sometimes triple spell at the turns 4, 5, and 6 where we would cast the Jace. And using the +1 does indeed increase the power output of Duelist of the Mind or any creature if we have Prof's Eidetic Memory on the field. Steamcore Scholar is a wonderful vigilant body, which is really helpful when racing aggro decks. Duelist of the Mind has vigilance as well, but a flying vigilance army makes it really hard for mono red to do its traditional attacks. This also draws you cards, which lets you pump up your Duelist of the Mind or pump up itself if you played Prof's Eidetic Memory on turn 2. Rounding out the deck, I just wanted a 1-drop creature, something to get on the battlefield early. It's Best of One. It's all about getting on the battlefield early. So Spyglass Siren fits the bill. It's basically 1 mana for a little bit of value or a 2 power kind of thing. You just fit the map in your curve later, and adding +1/+1 counters is also semi-theme of the deck. Consider is another way to draw cards, double spell, get triggers off Prof's Eidetic Memory, and do work. You will notice this is a mono blue deck without counter spells. The cool thing is, at least until this video is published, every opponent will consider your mono blue deck to be a counter spell deck. So they will play around counter spells even though all you're really doing is dipping and diving with some small creatures, March of Swirling Mist, and Consider. So enjoy the advantage of being a mono blue deck. Enjoy the fear the opponent has when they put their things on the stack. Enjoy them casting their flash cards like Wandering Emperor at sorcery speed because they're so scared of a little make disappear. Enjoy it. I don't think this deck needs it because at its heart, it's an explosive aggro deck. And I don't think anybody expects that from a turn 1 island. But if you don't believe me, I will show you. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Oh, hello, and welcome. I am your host, the one and only CovertGoBlue. Introducing Ultimate Guard. Behold, precise inner sleeves from Ultimate Guard. Black Cortex sleeves from Ultimate Guard. We have a Mox Sapphire, conservatively priced at $5,000.
Why?
And CGB's You're in Emporium, we don't just sell gear, we sell victories. Oh! Remember, with Ultimate Guard, you have to sleeve it to believe it.
Ah, yes. Mythic Ladder. It's been a minute. Spent a lot of time at Command Fests and working on Command Show. And look, we are back. We are 100% back. You can tell by the amount of mono red just happening at every frickin' point. Fugitive Codebreaker, dear lord. Ruckus? Yeah, they look at that island. They're like, who runs Fading Hope? Nobody runs Fading freaking Hope, nerd. Get out. Do I keep a Jace? I mean, I guess so. This can certainly be part of our turn 4 curve. Duelist. I'm still at 20 mono red. You should concede. They're so good. They have a third land. And they're gonna strike now. Sure. Do you have a creature? They have no creature. They have a siren. Let's do it. I'll draw 2 cards. I'll probably get played with fired. I'm sure the opponent's going to remove everything they see, but the value is good. Discard an instant or a creature card with flying. I don't think the Consider is worth our time. I am still at 20 mono red. You are useless. Face down card? What could it be? 2 spells. Gotcha. Time for Jace to reawaken. Probably. Yes. We have too many lands. Fading Hope, beautiful card. I think we play the Siren and keep the Fading Hope open. Opponent may try to attach a Ruckus to this warded creature. That would be sad, but if they flip it, bam. Show off. That's a creature. Kumano. That's a spell. I know magic cards.
You won't break my resolve.
Get out. You're gonna have to try again next turn. More lands, no thank you. No blocks. Jace to Uno. Another Scholar. Do I want the mana advantage next turn? I might. Let's go with a Duelist. Let's map token it. See if we can get it out of lightning strike range. Another Scholar. How good are these 2/2s? I would say not the greatest, to be honest. But against Slickshot, I guess more 2/2s isn't the worst. Let's go ahead and set up this Scholar. And pass. This threatens a double block, which might move our opponent into a a situation. Okay, Godric with a counter, but no trigger. Double attack, that's what we wanted. Actually, just this, right? We have to throw the Scholar in the bin, but this works. And it works well. Oh! They scoop from frustration! Oh! I like that. 4 mono red getting their hope faded. Aw. On the play, Siren. Not Jace, but I think we keep it. We got flow. We just have to draw into a card draw payoff. Our opponent's showing us Liliana, who is very dangerous, but Spyglass Siren is not bad against Liliana. of the Veil. Away we go. Planes. Pass priority slowly. What could it mean? Attempt a map token. March of Otherworldly Light. Is that you? Bin the Fading Hope then. Blue-white control most likely. White-black. Sure. Another Jace. The islands make them play cautiously. Can't play Jace until the next turn. So we chill. There she is. Here comes a minus.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Actually, let's start with a consider. Another siren is nice. Any creature is pretty nice. A little phasing. It's just a phase.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Here's the Jace.
Luck favors the foolish after all.
Draw some card.
For now, I must step out.
Another Fading Hope. They seem like a Planeswalker deck. Fading Hope seems unreliable. Please no temporary lockdown. I'm flying over here. And we see no second white for a temporary lockdown. We do believe in March of Otherworldly Light. We'll probably see it. Opponent's, I'm sure, annoyed. All right, here comes removal. Why did they kill the cheaper one? I wonder. Maybe this Fading Hope stays. Save the pirate. I think what they want to do is target the siren in response to the map token. So we won't give them that. Let's drop this other Jace. Clearly they can't remove this one. And we're working our way towards a flow of knowledge. Resolves. Spyglass Siren. Map. Oh, we want that. Don't need another counter right this minute, though. It might just result in the Siren being removed, whereas if I'm patient, I might be able to turn this map into a land. And we need the 5th land. Celestis. It's good against our kind of juke and jive strategy. Memory. Beautiful. The setup is looking better and better. There's the land. Drop the Fading Hope. See if we can hit. Haughty. Combat. Counters. Swing. It's not that kind of blue deck. Not worried about countering your stuff. That's a really good card here, though. Can't save everything. I can save this 5/5. My combo was disrupted. Knock you to 6. Have a little draw 5. Discard 2. This land and this march protects this siren. Or Prof's eidetic memory from victory. Wandering Emperor.
I've learned much during
Let's
my
go for the
travels.
win.
Let me show you.
It has to be 1, but submitting 1. Whiff. Big whiffs. We just need 1 damage. Another prof would do it. This goes really deep looking for it. We hit it. Just as you draw it up. Casual 12/12 one mana creature coming through. Yes, that's how it works. You want a clinic on how it works? That's how it works. It's a big diamond coming through. What kind of player has a big diamond right now? Well, we're on the play, so we don't have to worry too much. We've got 3 lands and 4 spells. It's a keep. Cool Tameo sleeve. I see your big oozy things as big as mine. I can't make yours go to its corner though. And we're off. No mulligans. Just magic. New deck, who dis? Nope. Come on. 2 straight lands. There you go. That's what we needed. Get something on the board. Yep, you knew they wanted to be able to get that +1/+1 counter off of Kamano by playing a creature here. Let's go in for Scholar. Curve out. And I think I can discard... Honestly, the Consider is probably the weakest link here. Or is it? Let's just build around this one March of Swirling Mist. Punch for 3. Can't block mono red though. We just have to get into a spot where we have March open. And try to beat him down. Also hope that they don't, on their main phase, decide to point removal at our creatures. We do need them. Uh-huh. Classic show off. Complete with a play with fire. Well, since they did all that early, we have a free block, so we don't take as much as we could have. Let's start the Voltron strategy. This is what we do here. Yep, we need that. Okay, cards have been drawn. Counters have been placed. 5 points have been delivered. Now we start to make our stand. This is the advantageous position. The opponent has to make their move, but in response to it, we can phase out all their goodies. Or just bounce one thing if they don't commit enough. They have sent off a show off. They are attacking, even though they're tapped out. That is weird, frankly. I guess I'll devour this creature and send back this show off. Don't think more lands is the answer right now. Although, would have been really cool to be able to cast the Flow of Knowledge. But I think that keeping the blue spell so that we can march on each of the next 2 turns is probably where we need to be. Yeah, are you gonna cast the show off? Is that what you're thinking about? I would understand. They're worried about counter spells. They don't know. Everybody sees blue and they're like, oh god. Oh god, what if my card is countered? Oh god. Well, They pass. Island off the top. Island off the top. Is it worth it to play a Siren? I think it's worth it to play another Duelist. Let's play the Siren. And let's use the map token. Maybe it's not worth it to play another Duelist here. Another Siren. Okay. It's just a few turns. We're going to get a draw discard, but we might need... What do we need to phase out? Is 2 creatures enough? It might be. It might be. So we'll play the land. 8. If we play this, we're attacking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 next turn. Not enough. So better to just try to march on 2 consecutive turns. I don't think they can win with face damage alone. Here's a show off. Show off. Swifty. No attack. No attack. So they don't have a spell, huh? I could see what I draw. If it's a card draw spell, I could win. But I don't think that's the way. One more turn. Their life total's about to go lower than mine. Yeah, March here because it only triggers once. I can get them to 1, right? Because draw, discard. If I play this, if I had played this, there would have been 2 triggers. Counter, counter. Yeah, I think double Duelist was lethal there. But this is safe? I'm not sure what they could have had, though. It's probably just a missed lethal. But I think it's fine. They're feeding the show off, right? How bad could it be? It's all right. A few missed lethals now and then is good for engagement. Ancestral Anger. I don't think they can do much without their creatures, do you? Crime, 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 crime. Well? To the moon. Good night. 9-6. Nice. What's up, Mesa Falcons? Welcome to your pre-recorded post-game wrap for my summer vacation. I'm taking a trip to Amsterdam for the Magic Con there, and then afterwards traveling in Europe for a good chunk of the month of July. So you're gonna get a pre-recorded outro, but those of you looking for the random Cool Kids Club / Mesa Falcon Gang member shout out, don't worry, here it comes. The shout out goes to... I don't know, but Libby, lovely editor, please put in a random Mesa Falcon of the day. You're cool, and hit the join button and I did, yeah, that person, that name I just said, very cool. I'm looking forward to this summer vacation. Thank you all for your patience while I'm away. The videos will be shorter. This is not the standard going forward. It is simply my summer vacation mode because I have to record all of this content in advance so that you are entertained while I am away. So leave nice comments. Tell me how it's nice to have a shorter video. I don't know, just yeah, be supportive. Also, please look in the comments if you see people being negative that the video is short. Maybe they didn't stay to the outro. Maybe they don't know what's going on. So you can be a good Mesa Falcon and include people in the info by letting them know if they stay to the end, they get the information. As for the deck I just played, is it good? Should you craft it? Honestly, when I'm doing videos like this, it's a very small sample size. I'm recording a lot of videos and I'm just getting what is kind of called the minimum effective dose of games. So I haven't played enough games with it to be able to swear up and down whether or not you should play a deck. I will say this, if I play a deck and it just loses and loses and loses, I won't make a video of it. I just will scrap the footage and move on to something else. I want whatever you guys might potentially enjoy and craft to at least be somewhat viable. So I only show you a video if I win some games, and that's the nature of the YouTube and the algorithm. But a big thank you to all of you for supporting me while I'm away and supporting me on all these various projects that I do. I know there's been a lot of different stuff on the channel lately, and it's really cool to see it getting embraced by different parts of the MTG community. I'm going to continue to work on trying to share all the things I love about this game in this one channel. That doesn't mean there won't be Arena. I love Arena, and there's going to be a lot of Arena as we approach Bloomborough, but it does mean that those of you who have a insatiable appetite for daily standard may have to just sample a few things. If not, I am well aware there's a lot of creators producing the content, and I think that you will find some of them. Many of them I've mentioned and talked about on this channel before through collabs and things of that nature. So go check them out. A few I want to mention if you want more standard gameplay than I am offering at the moment. Ash Lizzle does daily, usually standard gameplay. Mega Mogwai. Mogwai is one of the creators that got me into Magic, one of my heroes in the game, and is returning to Magic after a multi-year hiatus with regular standard gameplay. Check out his channel. So a big shout out to those folks. Matches Malone, Hello Good Game. They're still out there cooking. There are options. And of course, one of the GOATs, Legend LVD, is still releasing regular daily videos. So if you need more daily Arena than I give, I recommend those. And I hope you enjoyed this little outro pitch. One more shout out to my sponsors making all of this possible, Ultimate Guard and CoolStuffInc.com. And I should plug for Ultimate Guard because they're the ones bringing me to MagicCon Amsterdam and giving me a chunk of summer vacation. I will be at their booth on Saturday starting at 4 p.m. playing 1v1 standard. You don't need to bring your own paper deck. I will have a deck, and if you beat me, you get excellent prizes. So if you've got what it takes to challenge the one in best of one, maybe I'll see you at MagicCon Amsterdam on Saturday for a little battle for some sweet Ultimate Guard swag. On that note, thank you for watching this video and all of my other videos. As always, I will see you in the next video with fresh recorded content when I return from Amsterdam. You're cool.